And then three punches, four elbows, okay? Bam, 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 bam. Okay.
What were you dreaming about accomplishing in life?
When they started again with 14, I did 2 years martial arts. I was fighting, and then with 16, when I was on the way reading, discovering Wuxi, reading about martial arts, books, history, philosophy, most things I didn't understand. And when you develop a sense for the martial arts deeper, and that's with 16, that's what I want to do. I said, this is what I like. This gives me freedom. And I can train, I fit every day, you sweat, and then you meet people, but after that I feel so relaxed. So a lot of anger you carry with you hitting the backs, and I was very aggressive training, very. Give me that, I was happy after.
At age 22, you must have faced certain doubts and challenges, like could you make a living of this, or should you have a career as...
The point is, I never thought giving up, because this is something it's not in my vocabulary or thinking. So giving up doesn't exist for me.
Okay.
Because I know if I give up, I'm dead. People walk over you if you give up. People are the most unmerciless creature on this planet. They don't care. If you give up, you're weak. That's it. The stronger wins. Even we have laws and stuff, but this, it's just like a religion, laws. But really, if you're weak, they don't care. You have children, they don't care. If a businessman, you make a mistake, they take everything you have. Banks take everything you have. You know what I'm saying? Like insurance, you make a little mistake and you get extra. Oh, we don't pay you. It's a small printed. They don't care. The society is very cruel. The civilization we have created protects you with the laws and stuff we have. As a weaker person, some degree. But if you look at really in our character, we're the only creature in this planet is destroying. I had this injustice very early on, and then learned responsibility and being protective towards my children, my sisters.
So how young were you at this age?
I was 6.
And you already had a sense of
this was all developed
justice and responsibility.
And then being alone, you somehow get faster mature. So you sat there without any help, no protection. And then even you with your grandfather, but it's a different thing than your own family, So and then your cousin are pushing you around. There's nobody you can run to.
Yeah.
Ultimately, is what we all look for is love. We all want to be loved. That's why I don't do love Wing Chun. So people, the love for Wing Chun. I'm a passionate person. For me, it has to do with people. If I don't love people, I cannot be passionate about what I'm doing. Because ultimately, if I'm passionate and love Wing Chun and not teach people, so if I don't like people, how can I teach something I'm passionate about? You don't become that person. You don't develop your character, because Wing Chun is just an ideology. And as we know in the past, like when Hitler's ideology or Mao Zedong's ideology or Gandhi's ideology or the Buddhist ideology or any religion, people get killed, slaughtered, murdered. Doesn't matter which religion. Yeah. Even Buddhists today, they're supposed to not kill, but in Myanmar they kill Muslims today. Yeah. And they're not supposed to harm anything.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is a human condition, and religion is created by humans. And therefore I don't have much respect to that. I know there's something we call God or Allah, I call the unknown power. Something is there which guides us, energy or whatever you call it, you can give any name, but religions, all that stuff is created by people to control you. Let's say at the time when I was in Turkey, I left just to finish that segment.
Yeah.
So I didn't go, I was in a school for religious, like Imam Hatip, we call, like let's say like your Catholic schools or something.
Okay.
So you have to go to the mass and blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I one time didn't remember one from prayer called Inna Tayna Kal Kevser. So it's Arabic, you probably gonna have trouble with it. So I get beaten by the priest, by the Hoja, so badly because I didn't memorize it. I said, if this is love, if this is religion, is this all, what I'm saying, like, if you think about something bigger than us, it can only be love. who created this beautiful thing. It can be only had to do with passion and love.
So back then, when you were a little boy, did you feel guided by love at that time?
No, that's what I'm saying. So overlook this, and that's when you start to fight back. So
When did you start to fight back?
right there, because you miss love. Your parents are not there, so you feel like your parents dropped you. They attacked the older brother, and I had to be there, be responsible for 2 girls, and have nobody to go to, nobody to cry to. So my grandfather was too old, so for me to have that relationship with him, you know. So and then every day there's survival. Every day going back and forth school, watching the kids in the morning, after the school, boom. In the school you learn all the things children can do to each other, young kids. And because I was alone, and my father sent money, my uncle at the tea house, but he took the money, didn't give us. Sometimes our clothes. So they were poor at the time, but the 2 girls put in and just took the money for themselves. It all came out later, but the point is, even they were cruel to us, families. Like,
But back then, when you were in the school in Germany, did you remember having any dreams there of?
Well, everything. It just all developed. So the point is, like, even I didn't start martial arts, but you are a warrior already with 6, and with 4 actually, that my father left. I'm saying, like, a warrior is not necessarily always somebody. It's like today's modern gladiator cage fighters. You know, they're just pumped up and go in there and who can take the biggest punches and has endurance and wins. So it's not martial arts for me. It's important these things are there, but it's a different thing. You know, real warriors can take care of family, no matter under what circumstances, take care of his wife, his children, himself. And then, of course, martial arts gives you the strong background of philosophy and who you are and a more deeper sense of what a warrior is. But generally, everybody does need to have martial arts. Who really struggles to bring 3 times the meal on the table, it's a warrior for me. Who takes the responsibility, not just going in a nightclub and taking a girl, making her pregnant and running away when the baby is there. And we have this everywhere in every culture. There's so many young women with children, but and this is of course also the naivety of young people, women as well as men, to go with these things and then getting pregnant with no protection. And you have all these beautiful people, but alone, raising a child, a woman, sometimes the men, but most of the men off to something else and not even take care of the baby. So these are all injustice for me. But then that person who's taking this left is the woman, like, is a warrior for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, now she has to take all the responsibilities. That guy doesn't pay alimony, so she's on her own. Maybe doesn't have family to support her. So that's a warrior.